I rang Sandra tonight and she commiserated with me about Jason's infertility and complimented me on how well I had handled the conversation with Jason. She rightly pointed out that although a good start had been made, we needed to take full advantage of what she felt would be a honeymoon period which may only last a few weeks. Then, like all little boys, he was bound to push the boundaries, especially as the implications of what he was losing sunk in, and he tried to assert again some adult authority in the home. In the end, for his sake and mine, those attempts need to be not just defeated but crushed in such a manner that he never has the confidence to go there again. The rest of the phone conversation was spent discussing how we would extract maximum benefit from Sandra's stay with us. It's just 3 days away now. Since our visit to the clinic, Jason has been acting a lot more insecure, and when he is like that, he gets clingy. I have not been in the mood to provide the comfort he wants, and that has made him even more anxious, to the point he is under my feet all the time trying to please me. I know he feels desperate for a cuddle and a kind word. Finally tonight in bed I relented and took him in my arms and gave him a cuddle. He just broke down and sobbed, great heaving sobs, telling me he was sorry he couldn't give me a baby, saying that he was terrified I would leave him. I put him to my breast to calm him down, and when he was settled, I told him to stop nursing and that I wanted to talk to him. I told him that if our relationship was to survive, it had to change, that I needed a more honest relationship with him. I told him that it was harder and harder for me to see him as a real man. Tell me why that is, I demanded, but he just shook his head and mumbled that he didn't know. I said to him, see, you can't even be honest with me. Let me tell you why that works for you. What are you imagining, Jason, me changing your nappy or nursing you? That's not making love like a man. Again, the appearance is there, but the reality is that functionally you're still a little boy, and Jason, I have given up thinking you will ever be anything else, or even expecting that someday you might just grow up. I can adjust to that, Jason, I really can, but what really upsets me is, for reasons better known to yourself, you then change into this egotistical macho male, which quite frankly looks more and more ridiculous the longer I live with you. I cannot, and Jason, I will not live like it any longer. It's not often Jason has seen me so assertive. I could see he was afraid, but I didn't care. Finally, after a long silence, he said in a whisper, but I don't know what to do anymore. I said, that's the first deeply honest thing you have said all evening, so let's start from there, shall we? Jason nodded. Tell me another honest thing, Jason, because this is choosing time for you. What do you want most? Do you want me to be your mummy or your wife? Because I am not prepared to be both anymore. Jason looked desperate. I can't stop being a little boy, I have tried. You know that, so what does that mean, Jason? That you want me as your mummy more than a wife? Jason nodded, shamefaced.